Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess, and I'm gonna make my predictions for the 2024 Goodreads Award winners. So not the finalists, I'm gonna predict for each category who's gonna win. Do I have really any good insight? No. But I do for some, sorry, gotta put your lotion on. For some more than others, I have some strong inclinations, some ideas, and others might just be a straight up guess. But I love watching Goodreads content, so I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? My screen's set up here and get to recording. Now, the question is, am I logged into Goodreads on my computer? Nope. Do I know what my Goodreads password is? Probably not. Okay, when I'm writing a new password, you should let me see what I'm typing out. Because then we're like, it doesn't match. Well, let me fucking see what I'm typing. Nobody is behind me. It's not that, oh my God. Okay, let's get started. Time to vote. Okay, I'm gonna go through and vote in the opening round. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna make my prediction for who's going to win each category. Okay, I already voted for Martyr. I have not read this, but I've heard great things about it. But out of our literary fiction or just fiction category, I really think that Sally Rooney is going to win because it's Sally Rooney. And I know this came out, I mean, it didn't come out that long ago. I don't think, but it's already at 54,000 ratings and people love Sally Rooney. Like, some of these other ones sound interesting to me. Leanne Moriarty may give her a run for her money. But I think, and maybe Tommy Orange. But if we're going by rating amount, I think her only competition really is Leanne Moriarty. And I guess maybe Elin Hildebrand, but why was that nominated? Whatever. I still think Sally Rooney is going to win it. That could be wrong, but that's just I've heard the most about Intermezzo out of all of these, or out of really all the books this year. It's definitely a top one that I've heard about. So that is my guess and I'm sticking with it. Oh look, I already voted in historical fiction. James, I did read this and it was really good. And now for the rest of Mara and I, because we reacted to the nominees. If you haven't watched that, it's up on Mara's channel. Wonderful time per usual. But we were surprised at how few World War II historical fiction books there were this year, which is like, it's about time because they're usually at least half the category. But I think James has a lot of ratings, 103,000. And I heard a lot about it. Percival Everett, really great writer. This is my first book I read by him. I'm ashamed. I think besides that one, the only other one I think may win would be Kristen Hanna because, oh my God. Okay, Kristen Hanna's gonna win. 802, almost 900,000 ratings for a book that came out this year. I do love a Kristen Hanna, I'm not gonna lie, but holy, oh my, I'm gonna have to read that. This one takes place during Vietnam, I think. But yeah, I mean, I really was gonna give it to James, but I don't think he can compete. In the rest of these, I'm not, like this one, I mean 172,000 ratings. I'm only pointing to this one because like Mara pointed it out. The rest of these I haven't heard of and I'm not too familiar with the authors. Like I know Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I know a lot of people who are fans of hers, but I don't think she's gonna win this category. I know Kate Quinn, I've seen that name before. And Jodi Picoult. She's also a very popular author, but really I think it's gonna be Kristen. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Kristen Hanna. Oh my God, 800. That is crazy. And I said almost 900,000. Well, like, okay, it's 802. It's almost 803,000. But you know, it's closer to 900,000 than 100,000. That's bananas. I knew Kristen was that girl, but I didn't know she was that girl. Damn. So yeah, I'm giving this category to Kristen Hanna. And I'm gonna add that book from the library. I haven't read a historical fiction in a hot minute, and I do love a Kristen. So let me go ahead and Kristen Hanna. I bet you. Let's guess that the wait is like 32 weeks or something. Let's see what the shortest hold is. Oh my god. Actually, I could borrow it right now. Okay, next category. Okay, have not voted here. Mystery and thriller. Now, Mara, the genius she is, predicted like over half of these. So my instinct is to say Riley Sager, but Frida is on a she's having a moment. She's writing a lot of books somehow, but also the book I've seen the most out of this section is The God of the Woods. Like, I've seen this book on Instagram and people talk about it. I've had Patreon mention it to me in bookstores. So, if I'm going off what I've seen, it would be that one. I don't know. I'm gonna look at these numbers and that one is 115,000. This guy, meh. This cover really bothers me. I don't know. Holy crap, that one has 204. I don't know. Oh, this one's hard. 109. The people love. I feel like these are very popular. Also, airport books. Like, they sell all kinds of books at the airport, but before I bought a Kindle and I would buy books at the airport, I would always buy a mystery or a thriller. This one has 490. God dang. Okay, I might make my prediction just on the numbers alone, because if I'm going on the numbers alone, then I'm not giving it to God of the Woods. Shoot. Okay, let's see what Frida's got. 561,000. Oof. Okay, this is a Reese's Book Club, and it has 490,000 reviews. These got some high readership up in this category. But I'm gonna give it, okay, but which Frida? I've heard some things about the teacher. I haven't heard about the boyfriend. So I'm gonna say Frida wins with the teacher. Or will the vote be split? Do we think First Lie wins? I don't know. I feel like Frida's got a hold on people. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna say Frida, The Teacher by Frida McFadden, is gonna win. What am I gonna vote for? I haven't read it. I haven't read any of these. Do I want to read any of them? This one. I want to read this one. I'll vote for this one because it's cute. And if you're like, I've learned this from Mara, okay? It's a popularity contest, so I'm voting, all right? And I didn't read it. Sue me. Now, this is a category I actually am invested in, mainly because of the book that I want to win. And it probably won't win, but that would be Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, because, 560, okay, 526. But I bet you Emily Henry is higher. Let's look. 695. God dang. I really don't want this to win. Ugh. Neither this. But this was very popular. Or that's the second one. I thought that was the first one. Wait. Swift and Saddled? Is that the second one? Oh, I guess that's the second one. So... I know Robin loved this one. I have not read it. I've only read one in this category and DNF the other one. I've seen this one a lot by Elsie Silver. I know Anna Huang is very popular. I had not seen, well, I DNF'd the first book in this one. Also love Kennedy Ryan being in here. I did like Bride. I don't think it's many people's favorite, so I really think that is going to be Emily Henry. I mean, I'm going to vote for Abby Jimenez, obviously, the deserved winner. Obviously, words are hard right now. Let's see, Casey McQuiston. I don't know if oh, now that I voted, it's not doing the little hover thing. But I think, is there ever any competition to Emily Henry? Yeah, it's gonna be Emily Henry. Boring. Abby Jimenez is better, but that's just my opinion. Romantasy. This cover, it bothers me so much because I don't know, it's just giving me AI. I don't want to allege that it is. It's just, I don't like it. I do like this cover though. I really do. I probably won't read any of these, but I do like that cover. Sarah Janet's gonna win. I mean, I don't know why I forgot she's here. But these titles, these covers, A Promise, A Period. That's not what it is, but this was a really popular one this year. A Fate Inked in Blood, though, may have a chance. Or When the Moon Hatched. I saw an insane amount of promo for that one. But really, let's be honest, it's gonna go to Sarah. We do have Jennifer L. Armentrout with her 19th thousand from Blood and Ash derivative on here. I'm so sick. And they all have some similar cover. This one's just gold instead of red. And this is in a series that people do like, the Plated Prisoner, but it is the 5th book. So it's gonna go to Sarah. If I had to guess on who may be close, it may be When the Moon Hatched or A Fate Inked in Blood. The rest of these, what is this? I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to vote in this one just because only one I read was Feybound and I DNF'd that. I heard The Spell Shop is cute. I'll vote for that. Another whack category. I hate this cover. It's so lazy. 5 broken blades. There's 5 blades. The only one I've read, I read Map of the Otherlands, DNF'd it. I did read Warm Hands of Ghosts, and I really did enjoy that. And that's all I read. But like all of these, I'm like, okay. I am interested in An Academy for Liars and The Tainted Cup. And The Dead Cattail Assassins. But yeah, this category, it wasn't a strong year for fantasy releases. So I'm gonna vote for The Warm Hands of Ghosts. That's what I read, and I did enjoy that one. But if I had to go with hold on, let me see. Can I clear my vote? Because I didn't look. Because I'm trying to, I don't know, like what's super popular, because I'm guessing maybe Emily Wilde might win. Okay, why isn't it showing me the thing? I'm holding over it. Now it's not telling me the numbers. Dang it! Let's see if I go back. Romantasy. Okay, next category. Will it show me now? Okay, let's see. Let's look at the amount of ratings here. Not a lot. Warm Hands of Ghosts only at 18. 46. This has people love The House in Cerulean Sea, as did I, so that has a decent chance. This is one of those, who's the publisher of Fourth Ring, but it doesn't have a lot of ratings. So this is a second book. Honestly, it might be Emily Wilde or Leigh Bardugo that wins, just because of her name recognition, and people may be like, oh, well, I want to read it. So I would just guess that Leigh Bardugo wins, and maybe I'm wrong, and Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, because there's just not a lot of strong contenders here. But I'm just gonna vote for The Warm Hands of Ghosts. We just did our reaction on Tuesday, I think, and I'm like, do any of these look familiar? I'm already... don't recognize these. This is a continuation in this series, and I haven't read the first one. I really want to read it. I love these covers. I did read Annie Bot. I don't think that'll win, and it was okay. I think this one, the Booker, maybe? But like, nothing speaks out to me. It might be this one simply, oh, I thought it was gonna have more ratings than that. I don't know. Like, we don't have a lot of high numbers in here. 983. Wow. I'm gonna guess The Ministry of Time, because that's been pretty popular this year, even though I heard things about it. And the rest of these have just such low, you know, the amount of ratings are not super high. And I don't know, I haven't heard of any of them. If not Ministry of Time, I say maybe The Mercy of Gods, because of the popularity of James S.A. Corey from the Expanse series. But I haven't heard a lot about this new series. So I'm just going to go for The Ministry of Time. And I mean, I guess I can vote for Annie Bot since I read it, but... Oh, I do want to read this, because any John Mars book that I've read, I have had a good time with. So I do want to read this one. I'm just going to vote for it. But yeah, I don't think 2024 was a strong year for publishing. Horror, I don't think I read any of these. No. I do love The Bog Wife in the cover. That's like my favorite one here. I kind of like this cover too. I don't know why. I've seen this cover quite a lot. Two Stephen Graham Jones books are on here. Love that for him. I don't know if his writing necessarily works for me, but that would be cool if he won. T. Kingfisher is not for me, at least not in the horror genre. I've heard this is good. We Used to Live Here. Then I heard good things about Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. This is the guy who wrote Bird Box. That's it. I wanted to say Bird Mom for some reason. So I haven't heard about a lot of these. Simone St. James, though, probably besides Stephen King, the most popular name here. I would say Stephen King would win this one, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a guarantee. I'm just gonna say Simone St. James, and I might be wrong, because I have no strong inclination toward any of these. And I like this title, so I'm gonna vote for Bury Your Gaze. Okay, debut novel. Really no idea on this one. I love this cover. I want to read it, but again, Ministry of Time might win. I want to read this one also, but again, a lot of I've seen Martyr mentioned, and it's been mentioned to me, but I don't. So many of these are just kind of hard. I feel like they're kind of all at the same. Not all at the same place, but sometimes there's like a clear winner, you know, like when Sarah J. Maas is in a category, when Brandon Sanderson is in a category, or Emily Henry. But a lot of these is just like, I don't remember voting for that. I'm just going to throw it out and say Martyr is going to win, and I'm going to vote for this one. They added audio this year, audiobook. No idea. Haven't listened to any of these. I did listen to James, actually. I had the audiobook from Libro FM. Thank you so much. But again, I would guess it's either going to be Kristen Hanna, because the sheer amount of people who, I don't think it has sheer amount of people who read it, or in 1984, because I saw a lot of people acting a fool on TikTok when snippets of the audio were released. It was a torture scene, and they were like, oh, this sounds so hot. And I was like, I need y'all to realize what book this is coming from, and maybe read the book before you're over here acting a fucking fool on the internet. So I think that 1984 is going to win, but I'm going to vote for James because I listened to it. And we don't have many left. Young adult fantasy. Heartless Hunter is what I want to say off the bat because I've seen that one the most. I do love the cover for The Poisons We Drink. That's the fourth in a series, so if it maybe was the first, I would feel a little stronger on it. Holly Black has a really good chance. So a second book. So many good covers in here. This is a second book. This is a second book. Oh, okay. Ruthless Vows. Okay. I was more confident on Heartless Hunter, but now I think it's going to be Ruthless Vows that's going to take it. I am going to vote for Where the Library Hides. I haven't read it yet, but I love the first one, and that's my thoughts. Then we have young adult fiction, which I don't know anything about. She's pretty popular. I did read this one. It's probably going to be Heartstopper, let's be real. That's what most people have read. It's got the TV show, so I think that helps. Oh my god, what a cute cover. A Bond Me for Two. Oh, that looks cute. Oh my, these covers are so good. Most Ardently. Oh, I love that. I mean, I don't read young adult romance for a reason. I'm not a young adult. I don't want to read their romances, but I love that these stories exist for them. That looks like Dungeons and Drama. Like, these look so good for the intended audience. But yeah, I think that it's going to be Heartstopper. And I'm going to vote for this one because I read it. And then we have nonfiction, which there are quite a few that I want to read. I want to read The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates. It's Not Hysteria, All in Her Head. This one. But so if going on popularity, I'm going to say Malcolm Gladwell probably. It's not that many ratings. I think that one's going to win. The Anxious Generation. It's topical. It's got a lot of ratings. That's what I'm going to go with, but I'm going to vote for this one. Okay, favorite memoir. People have been enjoying Ina Garten. I've heard people enjoy Drew Afualo. And I mean, who wouldn't love to read about Kelly Bishop? I've heard she's led a very interesting life. I've heard a lot about this one, even though I don't know who Salman Rushdie is. I just have heard about that one. And Liz Cheney. That might win. Oath and Honor, a memoir and a warning. And that's what I'm going to say is going to win. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to vote for Kelly Bishop because I do want to read that one. Last category is history and biography. And again, I don't know most of this. So have no idea what is happening. I would just say off name alone, this one by Eric Larson, who also wrote The Devil in the White City. I think that's what it's called. That's super popular. So I would just off name alone go with this one, The Demon of Unrest, a saga of hubris, heartbreak, and heroism at the dawn of the Civil War. There's lots here that I would like to read. But I think that Eric Larson is going to win. I'm going to vote for this one. And that is that. So, you know, some of the categories I feel really confident in. Other ones, it's, you know, I don't know, may not be. But I would love to hear your thoughts down below on who you think is going to win, or who you would want to win, or do you want to read any of these books, like going through the things. That's one thing I do like about going through the awards nominees, is, especially in a year like this where I haven't kept up with a lot of new releases, is being like, oh, this came out, I am interested in this, and just adding to my never ending TBR list. But yeah, let me know down in the comments. So I look forward to seeing who's gonna make it to the finals. Hopefully my predictions make it to the finals. That would be funny if the people, the ones I predicted, didn't even make it to the finals. Oh well, this is just for fun. So thanks for watching. Stay blessed, hydrated, moisturized, sunscreen, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.